Thought the story of pharma bro, Martin Shkreli couldn't get any weirder? Wait till you hear how he met his girlfriend. Shkreli is the securities savant-turned-pharmaceuticals exec who was sentenced in March 2018 to 7 years in prison for securities fraud. Earlier this year, the former online provocateur was sued for alleged antitrust violations related to his 4,000% price increase on a life-saving drug after he took over the company that sold it. The 37-year-old is also the guy known for buying the Wu-Tang Clan's secret, one-of-a-kind album, Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, for a reported $2 million in 2015. Christie Smythe, 38, is the journalist who blew up her life after falling for Shkreli while covering his story, or at least most of it, for Bloomberg News. Elle published an account Sunday of her life-altering relationship, written by freelance journalist Stephanie Clifford, who interviewed Smythe in November. Over the course of 9 months, beginning in July 2018, Smythe quit her job, moved out of the apartment, and divorced her husband, Clifford wrote for Elle. What could cause the sensible Smythe to turn her life upside down? She fell in love with a defendant whose case she not only covered, but broke the news of his arrest. Theirs was a relationship that morphed from journalist source to something more intimate. Smythe calls Shkreli her life partner, while his attorneys referred to her back in April as his fiancée. This woman gave up so much to be dating Martin Shkreli, Clifford told The Times, adding that Smythe kept making little decisions that led her to this point. It wasn't like one giant decision where she was like, yes, I'll chuck it all to be with Martin Shkreli. It was all these tiny decisions she made along the way that got her to this very strange place. Clifford's first brush with Smythe's story came when the two were covering the Shkreli case from the same federal district court press room in Brooklyn. Clifford, then a New York Times reporter, overheard the Bloomberg correspondent on the phone with Shkreli at work one day. Clifford's radar went off because she and other reporters hadn't been able to get Shkreli to talk to them. In a friendly way, we were all jealous of her, Clifford said. Smythe had gotten the get. Clifford would continue to pay attention to Smythe as the latter moved from simply covering the trial to writing a book about Shkreli. Smythe's tweets about Shkreli suggested that there was more to the story than she was letting on. This is getting tricky, ethically, Clifford said she thought at the time. She didn't want Smythe to get in trouble with her editors.